Hey nerds, welcome back.
Promise we come back.
Yeah, but you know why I came back? To tell you about something that really pisses me off.
Can't
It
wait.
wouldn't piss me off this much, but it does. When people ask questions on Facebook, it's like they ask the question on Facebook that they could ask on Google, get an immediate response. I'm talking like
hmm
that. Like, and but instead they go to Facebook and they
Yeah.
ask the question. I'm guessing just so everybody can know that they have a question. We could use Facebook or Google, and I refuse to believe that they don't know about Google.
I think it's it's a weird mixture of people that trust their friends over this vast information source that covers literally anything and everything you can think of.
It's so weird. It's like, hey, do y'all know if Walmart, blah, blah, blah? Ask Walmart. Call
Yeah,
them.
literally go to Google, just search Walmart, and then see if it's still 24 hours. Because I guarantee you that's what you're trying to ask, and Google knows.
It's just,
And for a fun fact, a lot of Walmarts aren't 24 hours anymore after COVID. So suck it up, Buttercup. Like,
I mean, just know that. You should know that anyway. Well,
yep.
that's the question you're asking. But I mean, I just see it way too often, and it's aggravating. So many people that's commenting, and sometimes you get a lot of people with the same answer, and you're like, obviously, that's the answer. But a lot of people have the wrong answer because they think that's right. It could be
Yep.
a similar thing that they're thinking about.
And then it just leads to conversations that don't need to happen.
Yeah, there's debates about something that's not the topic, or like they just start talking about, something that reminds them of that topic
hmm
on your comment section. I don't know. Maybe you guys like it, the notifications. I don't.
We'll give you control of the internet once a year, and then it'll be like the purge. It'll be like the purge.
Oh man. Uh, so what do you got for us, Marshall? I know you got a couple topics you wanted to talk about tonight.
Yeah, so basically, one of the things that I wanted to talk about was the new Dungeons and Dragons movie, Honor Among Thieves. Man, that was great. I enjoyed everything about that movie. I was very, very nervous going in because, as some of you may know, or some of you may not know, there was already a live action Dungeons and Dragons movie made in 2000 with Marlon Wayne is I think that's his name.
Hmm. I don't think I've.
Uh, and ooh, no, I mean you don't need to because that movie was awful. that movie was just so bad. Um, but basically, this new version with Chris Pine in it is very well done. Like each character's backstory is covered extremely well. Each character's like resolution to their own personal problems, like it was very, very well done. Like it did feel like a game session that somebody had and they were able to turn into a movie. uh Man, Chris Pine did a great job at his character. And I think Chris Pine is just an overall great actor, so like a lot of the stuff he's in, it only benefits from him being in it. But the overall story is just super. It's one of those like heartwarming stories of redemption, and like there's a great prison scene. I'm not going to give it away, but it was really, really funny. But then basically a lot of the cities that they were referring to are in the actual game lore, so that's a nice little token to the true D&D world and how people like love the game for the cities that they're talking about.
For the nerds.
Yep. But man, it was extremely well done. I loved everything about it. And a great fun little fact is they do a great job at portraying all of like the different races that you'll run into. There's bird people, there's hobbits, there's like obviously normal humans, there's half elves, there's orcs. They cover everything. Oh man, like I can't stop smiling when I think about it. Because even if it didn't have the D&D like name to it, it still would be just a great fantasy movie.
Nice. Hell yeah, I'm gonna go see that sometime this week. Hopefully, I can go see it Tuesday. But
And then I'm gonna see Mario on Tuesday, so I'm excited for that.
That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give that movie a 10 out of 10.
Oh damn.
Not even a lie. Um, Jack Black was amazing. The perfect Bowser. The perfect Bowser.
Dope.
Chris Pratt, it's so funny. I'm kind of glad that like he was receiving like negative,
Hmm.
attention about the movie because like now the expectations weren't that high, but he did so good in it, and it's so great. It made
Nice.
voices the way the voices are because they did
Mm,
the traditional Mario voices, and that kind of gave them leeway to get away with it for the way their voices are. But
right.
Charlie Day, they did it so well. Yeah, everything about the movie was great. We saw it in 3D, which was awesome.
Nice.
Um, I want to go see the Barbie movie. I saw it.
That looks
It's
that looks fun.
funny. It looks.
the
I think that's gonna be hilarious.
the trailer where he's like, "Can I come over?" She's like, "Why? Because I'm your boyfriend. What are we gonna do?" I don't know.
There was one funny part in the movie trailer, the cinematic trailer. Or I don't know what you call it when you're in theater. It's the extended trailer.
uh, a theatrical trailer, something like that. Yeah.
Um, him and another guy, they were like at the beach, going at it, two jocks, and then he's like, "How are we gonna
Mm.
solve this?" He was like, "said, said, I'll beat you off." I said, "What?" I said, "Beat you off." All right, beach off, beach off, beach off. I'll
Peach.
beach off. He's like, nobody's anybody off. My wife are just like looking at each other. The kids are like looking there laughing, like,
You're like, what? Whoa. You're like,
so
wait, why are you laughing?
the parents are like laughing so much throughout the trailer, and then like that part, everyone got so silent, and I'm like sitting there dying laughing. That's so loud. It's so funny. I got my phone in my hand watching the Sixers and the Nets game one. Of course.
That's fine.
Gotta make everything I want to do work around my life.
Exactly.
So we have Hulu Live. Uh,
Problem solvers is what we call them.
Pay the money for happiness. Happiness is bullshit.
That's bullshit.
Oh man. Well, what else you got? I know there was another thing you talked about.
Yeah. So another interesting thing that happened out in the nerd world, specifically in the video game world, and again, this is something that some of you may know, some of you may not know. But there was a video game that was being released called Redfall. It's basically going to be vampire hunting with like a battle royale aspect to it. So
Uh,
it sounds like a very fun game. It looks super cool. And plus like a team vampire hunting game. It sounds awesome. It's just like kind of like a perfect little combo that hasn't been touched yet.
I know it's
And
like it's hard to find the words to express like how awesome that game sounds and is going to be. It's because
Yep.
a game like this kind of and like you don't really need to say any words. Like it's just going to be great automatically.
Yep.
Well, the concept is great. It's up to
Yeah,
development.
exactly. The development and the overall like playability we'll have to see. Well, some of us will have to see because the reason that I'm talking about this is because Microsoft bought the studio that basically made and produced the game. And they recently decided it's okay, Corey. It's okay. Well, we can talk about it. We can talk about it. But basically, the PlayStation 5 version of it has been put into the trash can as far as basically is how it sounds. Microsoft said, go ahead and scrap the PS5 version. I don't even know how far they were into making it. They may not have even started yet, but just the fact that they were eventually like, yeah, we'll go ahead and just say no. That's the first time that's happened with a Microsoft like buying out a studio. And now I immediately start wondering, I'm like, well, what if they start doing that with Bethesda
Don't,
and like Elder Scroll? Like, I would be devastated if I'm not able to play this new Elder Scroll game unless I have to buy an Xbox.
don't,
It's just like,
don't say that poop out your mouth.
I
You do it.
already said it.
So upset. I know you already said it. God, ugh,
No.
darn it.
Yeah, that's just one of the things that hopefully doesn't happen, but who knows? Uh
see,
Obviously there are some PlayStation exclusives already, but
see,
you know,
I don't like this new age of everybody being like, it's not even like they're going after the money. They're just trying to like, say I'm number one and not share anything now. And it's like the console wars are now bleeding into like the actual establishments that created the consoles.
yep,
Stupid because why are you just like blocking off an entire, you know, a whole group of gamers that can be giving you money for this game. If you guys
right.
together and like do this cross-platform thing for everything, like work out some kind of deal, and
But
let's get this
instead,
and get these games.
yep.
Jeez.
And like as far as it sounds, it doesn't seem like they're going to be making it part of their plans to give the PlayStation 5 version anytime in the near future. So if you want to play Deadfall, you got to get an Xbox or you got to have a laptop or some form of PC gaming system.
Well, see, I am complaining a lot, but we do have an Xbox One that we don't play at all. That's because I don't like talking shit about Xbox, but like, right? Like, play that, right? That's like,
Yeah,
but
like
no,
I've been a PlayStation guy most of my life, besides the Nintendo systems, and I feel dirty. Like I feel like I'm cheating.
away from me. No, but I mean, I go to Tone's house, my best friend's house, and we play Xbox all day. Kick his ass.
Yep. Yeah. And obviously hard to beat games like Halo and stuff like that on Xbox, but
I mean, I started on, well, no, I started on Nintendo actually. But like when I got hardcore into gaming, it was like Xbox. I was always like hardcore in the game, but like online came out. Xbox is what I got with the first online, and
yep.
or the 360 was the first online I had. And yeah, I mean, Halo was the shit. But then I grew up and got a PlayStation, because So
Because you realize it was time to become an adult.
I'm playing Xbox people. I play all games. I'll kick your ass with either controller. I will not get but
Welcome to the show. We threaten you here.
it's a new season. And I feel like we're closer to the few people that watch. So what I do to my friends, we all talk shit to each other.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
How I show love. Jesus, stop crying. Fucking baby. Beautiful baby. Oh man. All right. Let's talk about some fucking basketball.
We are in the playoffs, everybody. Did it sneak up on y'all? Because it kind of snuck up on me.
It didn't sneak up on me. I know you have an excuse, new love.
Yeah.
It's you know, you can't be paying attention to the sports and stuff like as much. You can't,
Yeah.
if you want to.
Let me tell you, I'm getting educated on Disney.
You want to, but you forget that it's there because you're also having fun. You know,
Yep.
but that's great.
Yeah, it's exactly. We've been having a lot of fun, and like, yeah, I've kind of been like, oh yeah, basketball is happening.
Yeah. I mean, but I gotta say, you have been missing a lot of awesome stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, the Bucks. It seems like you're kind of like the Bucks fans are kind of like the rest of the NBA fandom, where like we kind of just like are ignoring the Bucks. Are you guys?
Well, now we're really upset because Giannis hurt his back.
Well, I mean, like before the playoffs, like going into like during the season at the end of the
Oh
year,
yeah,
it seemed like you guys weren't even like paying attention that much either.
like we knew we were going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It
Like
was,
you guys
it was
control number one seed. Nothing's
yep.
changed in like 3 months. So you guys are like, I mean, I thought it was just me because I'm not a Bucks fan. I mean, I've been watching a lot
No,
of Giannis highlights because he's in the MVP race, and I want to do him justice and not
mm,
just ignore it. But it kind of seems like you guys did too. We're like, Giannis got us. Like, it's not even.
yeah, more or less. Like it's very much at a point now where he's such a strong player that it's like, yeah, we're fine. And like in the East, besides like what, maybe Brooklyn and like Philly, it's that like overall Eastern Conference,
Or you mean
not as many power
The
teams.
Celtics and Philly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, both strong teams, but like when Giannis is on the floor, man, like it's hard to find somebody that's going to be able to match that besides like Joel.
Yeah.
And not every team has a Joel. And that's also why Philadelphia's been doing so well, is because they have a Joel Embiid who is on the same level, if not better than Giannis, because
Yeah.
he has more of a consistent shot.
I can't believe what the record was. I believe it was 3-2 or 3-1 versus the Milwaukee Bucks this year.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I think it was 2-1 because we played 3 times.
Yeah, that's right.
But the Celtics, they've kind of been dismantling Bucks and the Sixers, but also losing 3 times to the Knicks and 3 times to the Orlando Magic.
Magic. They only get one.
One Magic, one genie in the bottle, which doesn't show up often. But yeah, I mean, so much has happened. You guys are what depending on Giannis, and now he's not there. It seems like he might.
It's not gonna be pretty.
Hmm. I mean,
It's I mean it's not.
they were fighting hard without him, but the Heat were already winning before he went out, so they came out like blowing
Mhm.
doors off, and Giannis was trying to contain it. And I didn't see the injury, but I saw the highlight. And yeah, they didn't. He didn't return for the rest of the game, and the Heat kind of just took control there.
Yep. And well, like that, and I think that's a lot of credit to just Jimmy Butler too. Um, Jimmy's always just been a solid player, but if you kind of look at the way he operates, his best play comes during this time of the season because then he really turns on like his at like he turns on his athletic ability to its fullest. Because what was it? 2 years ago where he basically like collapsed on the floor from like how hard he was playing.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
3 years ago, whatever it was.
yep.
But yeah, that that's exactly what he does because throughout the season, that's why he missed so many games. He doesn't play so hard. He does play pretty hard all the time, but not like the playoff Jimmy thing is a real thing.
He knows how to like manage his energy and his overall like strength.
Yeah, he's very good at it. Um, but my Sixers, we can talk about
Hey,
that. They played yesterday, the first day of the playoffs. They were actually the first game at 1 o'clock. Sixers versus the Nets. I was thinking the Nets might get one game in. I'm thinking this may be a sweep now. I'm thinking this might be a sweep. They cannot do anything with Jimmy Butler. If Tyrese or Tobias, more so Tobias because he's bigger, if he starts getting going, like they have no answer because
nope.
James Harden's gonna have like 10 assists, 9, 10 assists every game, and then he's gonna be flirting with 23, 25 points.
Mm-hmm.
And Joel is just gonna be unstoppable. It was a very boring game to watch for the most part.
Yeah.
And that might be the least interesting series. And well, no, the least interesting series will be Boston versus the Hawks.
Oh
I
yeah. The Hawks don't. The Hawks should be a relevant team. I don't know why they are.
see anything coming from them. I don't even see a not a double digit with
I mean, all we know now is after this, like Trey's going to be gone. Obviously, like I think Trey's. It's about time that they look for other options because Trey himself isn't going to do it.
yeah. They had a great playing game. I thought we'd see something. I thought they'd maybe be able to surprise Boston, but that was like I was too serious when I thought it. I was like, I surprised them in the first game, maybe, but no, nope, 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 nope. That was a dumb thought by me.
Hey, you never. I mean, it. It's a fine thought. They just made it look dumb.
Um, Knicks Cavaliers. That's gonna be a fun series. Donovan Mitchell had 38. Jalen Brunson had 28, 29, whatever one it was, and Jalen Brunson turned it on in the fourth quarter to take the game, despite Donovan Mitchell's 38. I believe the Knicks are going to take this because, well, that is if Julius Randle is fine. But yeah, I don't think, surprisingly, this Knicks team is playing very well. Very, very well. And Cavaliers, they don't seem like they're deep enough and consistent enough to beat them.
And I think that's where the Cavaliers kind of missed out during like that last like NBA trade deadline.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if they were able to add something like I mean hell, look at what Pat Bev did for the Bulls. He like helped drag them to where they were. Like imagine if that type of energy and effort was with the Cavaliers. Might not be exactly what they needed, but at least like something along those lines where someone's going to be able to add some fuel to the team in some way. Like I think that's like crucial.
Yeah, no, I mean that Cavaliers team, I think they'll be good. Um, they'll be okay in the future. They're just very young. It's the first
Mm.
team to go to the playoffs without LeBron since '98.
Yep.
Most of them weren't even born in '98. Donovan Mitchell was like 4 or something like that. I don't even remember
Yep.
what the age was. But I had predicted this series to be the most fun to watch
Hmm.
in the playoffs. I think I'm wrong because I think that might be the Kings versus the Warriors. That game
Yeah.
was insane. I'm not sure how Malik Monk had 32, but he did. I I could be wrong. That first game might be just one of the best games in the series, or in the
Nice.
but because we might not get that from Malik Monk again, and if
Right.
we don't get that, who knows what could happen to
Exactly.
them? But man, that was a great game. That was a great game. It was a I like seeing at the end of that moment or the end of that game, that moment where um De'Aaron Fox at the beam. That was
Mhm.
great. God, I just love that team. That's why I watched the team. Just got everyone and galvanized the entire city.
Yep.
That building was lit. It was lit. It was
Yeah,
E40 got thrown out.
and
And seeing the fans, they were like, "Yeah, bye, fuck you." I was like, "Damn." We
y'all are mean.
They did that 40 water dog.
Like, and I did see the Draymond quote today where he was basically talking. He's like, "Yeah, when like you let Mikal Bridges get like 30 points, there's not a lot you can do." And then like for and then for De'Aaron Fox to also have the game he had, there's no way we're gonna beat them like that.
I mean, yeah, that's embarrassing. He came off the bench and got that. That's not good.
Yep.
You need to stop that. Wiggins almost
Yep.
got it at the end of the game, and then Curry almost won that. I thought that was good. That one-handed. It didn't go in though.
Mhm.
But yeah, great first few games. And then today we had ooh, a fire game with Memphis and the Lakers, man. And Giannis is gone. John Morant is gone.
Yep.
Uh, Team
And oh,
um,
Tyler Hero broke his hand.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's gone. A bunch of injuries. It's like football. But Memphis Grizzlies versus the Los Angeles Lakers. That game delivered as well. That might be one of the best series in the playoffs because whoa. And despite John Morant being gone, it still might be the best because the Grizzlies have like a ridiculous winning record without John Morant.
Yeah, that's true.
Going on for a couple years. Is like every time he's injured, they just go on. They were like
They're
22
like,
or something at one point without him
yep.
last year, which is like ridiculous. They didn't miss a beat.
Hmm.
And without Steven Adams, JJJ, Jaron Jackson Jr., he is amazing. He's definitely getting Defensive Player of the Year.
Yep.
And I don't know. I don't know who else is in the running for most improved player.
I think Biombo.
AJJ, but
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like the point of most improved player. Like now, I've been paying attention to Jaron Jackson Jr. because
Mm.
he just came out of nowhere. I'm sure nowhere has probably been building up, but like this is ridiculous this season. Like he's by far the defensive player of the year, not even close. And the moment you turn to these games, you can see it. It's like you don't have to wait. Like, all right, let me see what they're talking about to see if it's really competition. No, it's immediate. It's immediate. You see it. You can spot
Yeah.
it. It's glaring. Like literally the bull in the china shop in that paint. Felt it. Everyone got blocked. Anthony Davis had 7 blocks or 8 blocks or whatever it was. He almost had a triple double with
Dang.
blocks, boy.
But now he's on the street close.
finished the game.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he came back and ran it. He was killing it. He was killing it.
Nice.
Yeah, I like to make jokes about the street clothes, but I'm Anthony Davis fan. I want to see him become one of the best players ever. Um, Unfortunate for him, he has Jokic and Embiid
Yeah,
playing
there's that.
time he in the NBA. But I mean, he still has the ability, like with him and LeBron, like it could be amazing. They got one chip out of the bubble, but they still got it.
Mhm.
Um, Speaking of Joel Embiid, my man is the MVP. I mean, it's not official, but I swear if they don't give it to him, but still act like he got it.
I
And like,
think the whole city of Philadelphia will just go up in arms.
yeah, well, first we're gonna burn the city.
Yep.
We're gonna burn some things.
And then they secede from the government, and that's how the Civil War gets started.
Oh man, and then I got started over the MVP voting. Totally not what we thought was gonna start it.
But hey, this is the world we live in.
But I mean, the dude is just
Would
in.
you fight for Philadelphia or for the United States?
This is a trick question, isn't
I'm not a spy, I promise.
it? I will. It's funny because I would rather.
Oh, okay. You're gonna do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically how it would end up, and then the war would be over, and there would be peace.
Listen, well, like we're gonna look for some lip readers.
Good luck. Currently it is halftime. Um, Minnesota versus the Denver Nuggets, and this one might be a sweep as well. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, just to see how fiery that Minnesota team is, punching their own teammates,
Yeah,
which they talked to Kyle Anderson the next day. He was like, "Look, like
but
what happened, like the punishment he got was not like that was dumb. That was like us as teammates being like fiery competitors."
all right, so we're talking about this now. For those who don't know, this segment we're gonna call it Rudy to Rumble. Let's get Rudy to Rumble. It was the last game of the regular season, correct?
I think that was a play-in game.
No, 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 no. I'm pretty sure that was the last regulation game because he got suspended for the first playing game.
Oh, yep, that's right.
Yep. And yeah, so they're in the huddle, timeout huddle, and everyone knows this by now because it's like a week old. And Kyle Anderson tells Rudy he needs to get some blocks, play some better defense, I guess. And then Rudy says you need to get some rebounds. And Kyle Anderson responds with "fuck you, bitch." It's like, whoa.
From Kyle Anderson too. You're like, really?
Oh no, honestly, I've always kind of not liked him a little bit because he's a little too cocky and he is a
Because he
little.
played on that Memphis team for a bit.
Yeah, but like he's aggressive, like he's a little bit much. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
he had problems with a lot of people. Like on my team, we probably would have some words, but I mean, he's a lot bigger than me. And if I was in the NBA and his size, I'd say that.
There you go.
But no, I mean, and there's a lot of things about Rudy as well. But
Oh yeah.
regardless, Regardless, people, you cannot, you cannot get mad at Rudy for hitting this man.
No.
Rudy should have punched him in the face. In my opinion, I don't condone violence, but you do not, like, why you gotta call like your teammate a person you don't want to fight? You shouldn't want to fight because they're on your team. You definitely
Yeah.
should to fight them in a game. Therefore, you cannot call them bitch in a game. You can call
Yeah.
them at practice. Do it at practice. That's fine. And then
Yeah, man. Like,
y'all have your one in practice, but you can't do that in a game. And then
expect nothing to happen.
well, yeah, I don't know if I'm not sure if he did he expect nothing to happen. Maybe
I think he expected nothing to happen.
Rudy is a bitch, but regardless, you can't do that at the game because you can't embarrass your teammate on television like that.
Right.
Regardless if you hate his guts or not, this is your team. You have an image to uphold. Yada yada yada. And secondly, you can't risk this man hitting you on television, regardless if you
Mhm.
think you lose or not, because y'all end up fighting actually if you wanted to retaliate for real and nobody broke y'all up. That'd be in the middle of the game on the floor.
Right.
Ridiculous, especially not against the other team, like a
Hmm.
brawl in your huddle. That's ridiculous. And Rudy didn't punch him. It was like a he. I don't
That was like a shoulder. Like, that's like if you're fighting your brother or like just having an argument with your brother and you're like, meh. Like,
I mean, Rudy a long dude, any big dude. I don't care how much of a bitch y'all think he is. I wouldn't feel
that's still a punch.
that would not feel nice if he connected to the face. So
Yeah, no, not at all.
that would not. He's a big dude. He's got big hands.
Yeah.
he, he doesn't have to know how to throw a punch if it connects and he swings. It's going to hurt. And Kyle Anderson is what, like 6'7"?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. Yeah, that wouldn't feel good. Yeah, that happened. There was a few scuffles in the NBA that day amongst teammates. It's weird. It's a weird thing when those things happen. It's like you'll see at the end of the year or something,
Yeah.
everybody starts fighting or like weird technical fouls. But like
Right.
it's usually with other teams. Then like everyone starts fighting with their own team. How is that contagious? It's so weird.
I don't know. I think it's just one of those things that it shows that, you know, just because they all play on the team with each other doesn't mean they all like each other. Like, they're like, yeah, we know we have to play with each other, but I mean, this guy's not my friend.
Yeah. Apparently in the hall in the tunnel while Kyle Anderson was leaving, he's like what were the words that he actually said? He's like he's always doing or no, they said they kiss his ass way too much. Like, fuck out of here. He's like, man, they got a decision to make this summer. And it's like, Kyle Anderson, you're Kyle Anderson.
Yeah.
They had to make a decision. It would most certainly be to keep Rudy and let you go.
Yeah.
They gave up 2 first-round draft picks for this man. That's
Hmm.
that's literally a no-brainer.
Yeah, like you're 100% going to be the guy going if there's a problem.
Like even if everyone, even the GM hated Rudy Gobert, they would not do that immediately after doing this trade. That just
No,
wouldn't
no.
happen. Like he'd have to literally hit the GM or something or say "f you, bitch" to his face.
Yep.
Like that, I thought that was hilarious. What the fuck moment of the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.